Okay, so we're back, and what we're going to do today is drill the pins for the barrel lugs. We're going to drill through the stock, through the lug, and through the stock on the other side. And the first thing I did was I butted up, I got the barrel turned over on its side, and I have the barrel butted up against the back wall of the stock here. And I'm just marking off the center of each lug here. That's easy enough to do. And I transpose the lines on one side and on the other side. So what I have to do now is figure out, I know where on the stock the pins go. Now I have to figure out how far down they go, because I got to drill the hole to get into that lug and not hit the barrel, and also not hit the ramrod channel. Now, when I inletted these lugs, I was lucky enough to not go through the ramrod channel, which on my trade gun, when I built it, I went through all the way on the trade gun, on the ramrod channel. I ended up having to file off a portion of the lug so that it wouldn't prohibit the ramrod from entering through the channel. But with these inlets, I was lucky enough to be able to get these lugs inletted without going through into the ramrod channel. So that's a good thing. So I don't, when I drill the hole, I don't think that I'll have any problems with hitting the ramrod channel. But for sure, I don't want to drill a hole through the barrel. And that's a very small area that I need to get that hole drilled into. So I've got to measure this stuff out and make sure that it's measured properly before I take it to the drill press and get that hole drilled. Another thing that they did was, on this stock at least, it was partially, not partially finished, but partially shaped, in that the bottom of this stock is rounded. And I'm hoping that when I put this thing on the drill press, I haven't even checked any of this yet, and when I have the gun on its side doing all my measurements, that the roundness of the barrel doesn't tilt the stock, or the roundness of the stock doesn't tilt it, over one way or the other, to give me a less than stable surface to do my measurements and to do my drilling. Because when you're drilling in through the curve here, your drill could glance off, and I don't want that to happen. But it looks like that I'll have enough surface area to get a straight hole, at least to make to lay the thing flat on its side without it rolling around on the drill press. The trade gun that I built, it was still blocked off, and there was a lot of shaping that I had to do myself to get it to the proper contours, but this one looks like it's like halfway done. There's still going to be a lot more thinning to go on here, but I'm hoping that the sides at least are flat enough so that it will lay flat and true on its side, and it won't be wobbling around as I'm trying to drill the hole. Anyway, we're going to get started. I'm going to put the camera down and I'll show you what I'm going to do to figure out exactly how low on this stock I need to drill this hole. Okay, so we're back. What I am doing, I'm measuring. I'm going to approach this a little bit different way. Previously I said I was going to measure to the bottom of the barrel and then measure to the bottom of the lug and then hit the middle of it. But with my caliper here, it does not allow me to make that accurate measurement once the barrel's in the barrel, or the barrel's in the stock. There's nothing for me to set the top edge on to get an accurate measurement. So I'm not going to do it with this. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to do old school here, if you could call it that. It's basically measuring with my square here where the middle of the barrel lug is. And I'm reading exactly an inch. You can see there, it's an inch and an inch. I'm just eyeballing it. It looks like it's hidden right smack in the middle of the barrel lug. And it's an inch for all of them. And so that's where I'm going to be drilling my hole. I'm going to measure going this way down 1 inch, and that's where I'm going to drill my hole. So I'll get the camera set up and show how I'm going to mark the side of the stock here. Okay, so I've got the barrel in the stock here, and you can see my lines indicating where the center of the barrel lug is, where it correlates with the stock. So what I'm going to do here is put my square where it needs to go and measure down 1 inch where my line is. You can barely see it. I apologize to all you professional gun builders out there, probably laughing at me right now. I'm sure you guys have your own ways of doing it, and probably more efficient ways of doing it, and more for sure ways of doing it, but this is the way I happen to be doing it today. And it'll probably be a long time before I build another one of these things, unless I feel like buying myself another gun. But anyway, I've got the dot pretty much set to where I'm going to be drilling. I'm thinking that the other side of that mark is the barrel lug, or the center of the barrel lug, and I'll be able to drill my hole right through there to the other side and get that hole right in the middle of that barrel lug. I'm going to mark the rest of these locations the same way, and then take it over to the drill press. Hopefully I won't drill through the barrel. Kashtag Bowcraft, thanks for watching.